Hey guys, how you doing? Michael Costa here, photographer and music lover. And today we are going to be reacting to a band I am a big time fan of. My cousin messaged me and let me know that the album came out, and I am just stoked to listen to this whole thing front to back, but I'd be crazy not to at least react to one of these songs live. You know, they had an album that came out last year. Some really big songs came out of that, probably the most notable When the Curtain Falls, and you know, really great. I got to share that song in the music video with my girlfriend the other day, and she hadn't heard of Greta Van Fleet. Showed her that song in the music video, and I think it's really nice to intro the video with the song, because it really does introduce, I guess, like that character that really feeds and fuels, you know, that style of music. We're really going back to like 80s, 90s, maybe more 80s, 70s rock. I mean, we're talking about Led Zeppelin and some of those legends, and of course that's a band that they get compared to a lot. I'm really excited to listen to their new music. The outfits already look very interesting, like always. Let's dive into Heat Above. This is the official music video for Greta Van Fleet, Heat Above. The outfits are so cool. Cool. Okay, so liking it so far, but I mean, I have to say, right? He looks a little bit like Post Malone if he didn't have the tats, you know what I mean? Anyways, let's keep listening. I'm liking it so far. Oh, man. That shot. Oh. Nice. So cool. Oh. Okay, so I think that's first course down. I really dig it. The intro was really long, but that's, you know, typical old school rock intros, you know what I mean? I bet the outro is going to be 5 minutes, but really digging it. One thing I'm really appreciating is that he's doing some different things with his voice. You know, he's a very talented singer. He's got a crazy range, but I love the little step down that he just did near the end of that chorus. I'm sure we'll hear it again, but coming to the end of that, he did a little falsetto like step down, like really hard to do that stuff. And I think it's really important for him to continue to show everyone how dynamic and controlled his voice is. He doesn't want to come across as just this guy who's replicating another, band's sound. I know that's some of the critique that they have gotten in the past, but I know that they're more than that, and I'm really excited to hear the rest of this song and to see what he does. But so far, loving this sound, digging it. Let's continue. Wow. How do you hit that? Is he human? Cool cinematography. Oh, nice. Wow. That was Greta Van Fleet's Heat Above. Wow. I don't know where to start here. I see that there is a Jimmy Kimmel Live version, and I'm stoked to see that. But let's stay focused on the music video itself. For one, I mentioned it there. Whoever did the edits on this, very good job. I love how they add some dynamic visuals. The set, again, very simple. The colors are flat and white. The outfits are super interesting, which you kind of come to expect from this band. But what really stood out for me was Josh Kriska with his lead vocals. Absolutely unreal. Did some really, really great stuff on his previous album, don't get me wrong, but I feel like this could be a whole other step for him where he's going to really show how dynamic his voice is, and I'm excited to hear the rest of this album. The song itself, it's almost like a different genre of rock, and I'm not saying that that is bad, but it is a slight deviation, at least with this song exclusively, but it does sound a little bit more like that pop rock or like a softer rock that you would hear in the 90s. You know, one thing that Greta has had to face, they've had a lot of haters. As much love as Greta Van Fleet has, and as difficult as it is to say that name without saying Fred Van Vliet.
17 minutes from him tonight. Fred Van Fleet!
There are people who just see them as a ripoff band, taking a sound that was pre-existing and then used it to create music today. At the end of the day, this is how I look at it, okay? Yes, there is inspiration taken from their idols, the music that they loved and listened to growing up. Of course, that's going to translate into the song and their whole discography. When it comes to Josh, you know, his voice, that's where he resonated. That's where his vocal range just sits. It's where he's comfortable. It just makes sense for him to sing in that style, in that way. Look at John Mayer, for example. You know, he straight up references the people that have been big inspirations for him. You're talking about B.B. King, Muddy Waters, Hendrix. And when you listen back on that music, and then you go back and you listen to some of that Continuum album from John Mayer, a lot of those guitar riffs sound extremely similar, but you don't have people saying that he's ripping them off. The point being is, everyone is taking inspiration from everybody, regardless of the era, regardless of the style of sound and your personal execution in your music. It is okay. You're not ripping off their songs. You're taking inspiration from music and applying it to your own songwriting, your music today. The best way that Greta Van Fleet can combat this is just by continuing to produce really high quality music. 3-4 albums down the line, people aren't going to be doing that anymore. There might be a few people just because they love to hate, you know, the trollers. But I think they're a fantastic band. I think the more incredible music they continue to produce, the more they'll just be associated with that genre, not with specific bands. I'm very excited to hear more and to hear the album. But guys, don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you don't mind. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and share it if you really want to. I don't really care. Until next time, guys, please stay safe, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Peace.